Check. Am I back yet? Okay, I don't know what's going on with this thing. So I'm gonna start it like I'm starting it from the beginning. Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrine's Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Labert, and you have downloaded into our Hangout. And you see the title, Hassan Campbell, why you put Doggie Diamond's brand in this shit. I've been getting a lot of questions about the man name being on and brand being on Hassan Campbell's latest video. And people questioning if he's co-signing the bullshit that Hassan Campbell has been doing over the internet and things of that nature. So request to talk about it. And I told people basically I'm not gonna come on their show and talk about it. People want that to happen due to the fact that Doggie Diamond's name and brand can be in their title because he got a decent name and brand out here in society today. And people look to tarnish it. People look to do a lot. And just to have his name in the title will bring some viewers, some of his audience over and stuff to see what you're saying about him. That's just how YouTube, that's how social media, that's how Google and stuff work, search engines and things of that nature. As you hear him say, he has his Google alert on, so when his name is in something, he's alerted that people are putting his name or his brand in their titles and shit. So this is just how things work. So, yes, his name is in Hassan's latest video due to the fact that he called in. Now, as I said, I don't have no problems with Doggie Diamonds. Don't want no problems with Doggie Diamonds. He never did nothing against me. Said nothing against me in a negative way. So I don't have nothing to say against him in a negative way. But Hassan has brought his brand into this bullshit. Now, due to their relationship, whatever that is, them knowing each other to what degree or whatever, I don't know. But obviously he said Hassan is somebody that he talked to and deal with and stuff. And I think Hassan Campbell has taken advantage of that, just like all the other name dropping and stuff that he done did over the years that we done seen him on YouTube and everything. You know, he didn't call my son name to try to get views. He didn't call Minister Farrakhan name to get views. He didn't call Chris Child's name to get views. Nicki Minaj's name, Carly B name, Troy Ave name, Taxstone name, Pistol Pete name. He just name drop all the time. And these names get views when people searching in the search engine and stuff. You know, any of us can do it. Any of us can call ourselves saying, let's deal with hip hop, because most hip hoppers or people that listen to radio and stuff is on YouTube and stuff too, looking for the latest videos and gossip and conversation about these people. So they're typing in their name and trying to find the latest blogger, YouTuber or whatever talking about them. So this is what I believe the situation is, people, that Hassan knows Doggie has a niche market, and a lot of people in New York City, just like when he was on Queen's Flip and he be dealing with Star Chambers and stuff, knows these names, view these names and stuff on YouTube. So he either had Doggie call in or Doggie, just being a friend or something at the time, called in. Now, all of that is good too, but we all know that prior to that, as I even spoke on it because I was on the show, Kev Gills dropped Doggie Diamond name in one of his videos, in which I was over there talking about Hassan. Now, I stated what it was, that Kev went on first and he was talking about what he was talking about, and eventually I got called into the show. Didn't know which channel he was doing on, Coffee or Kush or whatever. And when I seen it, I didn't even promote that show because Doggie name was in it. And eventually his name got taken out of it, so on and so forth. So if people go listen to that show, they'll hear him talking about Doggie Diamonds, but his name is not in the title to garnish the attention of those that, you know, out there looking for Doggie Diamond name. In the latest update won't be Kev Gill's show with Doggie Diamond's name in the title, right? Because that's how it works, right? People manipulating the audience by dropping people's name in their titles. Ask me how I know, because I dropped your name 100 times. Knowing that whenever somebody typed your name in, 9 out of 10, they're going to find one of my 100 videos. But anyway, I'm the ringleader of that, pretty much. Started that shit. So, like I said, for as I know, Doggie talk about uplifting people and doing things of that nature, you know. And he done did shows with a lot of prominent people, big name people, legendary people in the street, industry, so on and so forth. And he's been building his brand independently, you know, based up on what we talked about before. Go check out my DJ Black Chum conversation on Israel Doctrine Reloaded when talking about, you know, being independent of being the opposite of that. You got to go to the show and watch it. So, in him doing this, as he stated, from what I just heard him say in the latest video, it might even been the Hassan video, he put his brand on the line when dealing with this Bambaataa story. Now, he put his brand on the line. He's the only one that had a hip-hop website, so on and so forth. So Star Chambers, who claims that he the first one to drop something, to Khalib Money, who has a hip-hop, you know, blog site, but the hip-hop writer or whatever, you know, these are the first to hit the story and bring it out. Eventually, Doggie chimed in and became a part of the conversation too. And he put his brand on the line doing this. He put his self on the line because he would have to see Zulus and deal with people in New York City, because that's where it's at. He's in New York City. So he already did that. And I believe he extends his hand still to Hassan, like it's being stated. But Hassan is taking advantage of that due to Doggie ignorance and busy schedule, taking care of his brand and chopping up his videos and doing his work over there. Well, he don't know what Hassan is doing out here. This is like being an OG having a little homie, and he out here robbing, stealing, killing, doing all kind of stuff, starting all kind of wars. And then he come around you, hang around you, and bring the heat to you due to the fact that you ain't watching your little homie and knowing what he doing. So now you standing up with your little homie and you talking, and people just come through busting at you, and he tell you, well, I don't know why they busting at me. They must got beef with you or something. And then next thing you know, the big homie like, what's going on? Okay, now I'm in the game and I'm about to do stuff. But the little homie didn't set the whole thing up. And he ain't telling you that he out here starting shit. He out here starting shit. So let's just put on the table what it is. So if Doggie Diamond don't know, he'll know. And if y'all don't know, y'all will know. And other New Yorkers that got a brand or a name and choose to fuck with Hassan Campbell will understand that he's what he called in YouTube beef. And those that will frequent his channel will fuck with him. Name will probably pop up on countless YouTubers that's trying to chime in and become a part of this viral ass debacle here, right? So he said he wanna dig my mother up, shit on her grave and things of that nature. Before that, he was talking about fucking my mother. This some sinister shit. Even the brother T the other night told him on the show, this is the problem with school shootings and different stuff, that people are disrespecting people and doing different things that they have no business doing, and then you causing people to go to extreme measures and shit to try to get you back or take vengeance for the shit that you did to him. So even one of his brothers on one of his broadcasts told him that. He started looking silly like, I'm glad he don't know I'm out here doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So one of his big homies, Big T, basically stated this while he's sitting in the car looking stupid as fuck, because he just talked about the situation that he's performing on YouTube and causing all of these YouTubers and different people to want to make 100 videos about him, clowning his molestation or whatever, alleged molestation and stuff, right? Because people trying to take vengeance and things of that nature. So then he's been talking about Sarnetta in the past, not lately, because him and Sarnetta, them men, they things, you know, they situations, so they could try to get money or whatever it is together. And he said Sarnetta, you know, got AIDS, you know, putting his polluted AIDS sperm into his wife, and that he would kick Sarnetta's wife in the ass, right? Now, he claimed that he's doing that, or he was doing that because Sarnetta tried to kill him on 125th Street. But if somebody tried to kill you, why would you deal with them or go around them again and stuff and not whoop their ass or do something, especially with all the anger and shit that he say he want to take out on people? Don't make sense to, you know, to come together and deal with a person that tried to kill you. But I guess he didn't came to the fact, well, Sarnetta didn't try to kill me. My bad. I was, you know, I'm paranoid or whatever. You know, he done talked about Khalil Money and threatened him and stuff. Even called out DJ K Slay name, having the streets of New York call up K Slay and talk about you running with a snitch and things of that nature, right? So the latest, well, not, let's go before the latest. He called himself, you know, watching child porn, a viral child porn video that was going around on Facebook. And he watched the video, called the police when he talking about other people snitching and doing stuff. Called the police. Something that, you know, street code say, why you calling the police? But yeah, call the police on that. Didn't tell the police either that he watched the video and stuff. Probably, I don't know. But, you know, he took the camera off. He didn't handle the stuff in front of the police with the camera, right? And let the people hear and see what was going on with the police. He didn't want to play that type of reality TV. You know, Tommy Sotomayor came over on this show, this same show with Doggie name in it. And Tommy had the police come to his house and he was like, I'm live, and he showed the police and showed the conversation he had. I have video of, you know, sheriffs from my town house because somebody called and said I had child porn and all of that. You know, somebody tried to inbox me the same video. I spoke about it. And then we had individuals lying over the internet about it, calling the sheriff and stuff. So now, do Doggie know that FBI informants, sheriffs, police call, and all of this foul, you know, conversation about people, parents and loved ones, and, you know, AIDS affected sperm and stuff is going on? I don't know. The little bit that I talked to him about the situation, he said, I don't know nothing about this stuff. I mind my own business. And I got too much going on to be worrying about this shit. But if people start taking his name and putting it in titles, because they will do it, then he gonna get a lot of alerts due to the fact that he's on Hassan's channel and Hassan has about conversation. They're not believing this dialogue. So then it's like, you taking home and you co-signing that shit, we're gonna get you too. You a negative, no good, this, that. That's what people are doing. Just go and type in Hassan or whatever, and you can see that a lot of channels is starting to pick this up. A lot of small channels trying to tap into it because it then became that type of conversation is going viral, right? Not to mention that Kev Gill just put his name in the title, and that whole show he was talking about Kev Gill pretty much. Then Doggie called in, you know, they give Kev another chance to try to go with Doggie. Why? Was he trying to? So now, in the child porn video, he said the man was feeding himself to the young girl because she was giving him oral sex. Then he come back and say that the young girl was basically a pro. This wasn't her first rodeo. He didn't say it verbatim like that, but that she removed the man's hand off her head and did her thing because that wasn't her first rodeo. Now, who watches child porn, then gets on the internet and tell people about what they seen? Do Doggie know that that is what he done? And a lot of people are upset about the fact that he watched the child porn and stuff and talking and this and that. All right. Or do any of you New Yorkers that think y'all gonna go on Campbell show where it's hot like this and people having issues and animosity with Hassan think they gonna let you just go on this show and be a part of his circle and be like, yeah, y'all cool, we just want to attack Hassan? No. If you got a decent name which can garner views and stuff, oh hell, that's him lining you up. That's the little homie out there starting wars, shooting at people, robbing people and stuff, then coming hanging with you. And then when they find them with you, they shooting you and him and shooting at y'all, and you don't know why this shit going on, but it's because the little homie been out there doing stuff that he ain't had no business doing, all foul and stuff. And now he's coming around you and trying to get you in the mix of his chaos and bullshit. Now, maybe I don't sound right to people. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just saying, if you sit back and analyze, see, what I want y'all to do is analyze, as he say. I want you to analyze it in that manner. Right or wrong, just analyze it in that manner. If Hassan is hot on the internet and people was attacking him in any guest that he have, but he ain't telling you, hey, look, man, you know it's hot over here. Now, if I have you on here, there's probably be a little adverse shit. You know, niggas probably gonna have your name out here and different stuff. So, you know, it's hot in the kitchen. If you can stand the heat, come on in. If you can't stand the heat, you might want to stay your ass out of here because it's heat over here, man. You know what I'm saying? So now, the latest thing was him speaking as if he wanted you to imagine him raping Kev Gill's son and daughter. Son like 12, daughter like 9 months old. Right? But he wants you to imagine him raping them, molesting them. A young male boy and a young infant daughter. You know what I'm saying? He tried to bump her age up, like he said Bambaataa them tried to bump his age up. Right? And this is one reason Kev Gill was going at him. Now he's going at Kev Gill once again. And Doggie call in. You know what I'm saying? He could have not answered that call knowing that he would be putting him in an adverse situation again for Kev Gill to even try to take a shot like, hey, he's over there supporting that motherfucker after he talked about fucking my children. You see what I'm saying? But did Doggie know these things? So that's why the question out there, Hassan, why you put Doggie Diamond brand in this shit? Because people was listening, people was watching, they asking me questions. And they know, well, Kyle, you fly off at the handle and deal with shit, but I'm like, I ain't got no issues with Doggie. I ain't trying to put no negative shit out there about Doggie. I don't got no problems. I ain't trying to go on this channel with this, that, and the other, but the man that always talked and, you know, walked like a goddamn man with me. So at the end of the day, I respect other men. You see what I'm saying? I don't worry about shit. I'm from Chicago. I know plenty of gang members in different fucking street organizations and shit. I know some that's watching this shit that'll be like, we'll light a nigga ass up. I know some that's saying, nigga, we ought to light your ass up. That's just how Chicago is. You got your pros and cons in every situation. You see what I'm saying? I know it's other people in other states in jail cells and whatever, when people that clicked into this shit, this goddamn circus, that they taking their opinions on, well, that little nigga right. Israel Doctrine got a real fucking, you know, position he holding here. And some people saying Hassan is. So now people divided. You got people on different sides. So could the gangsterism and different shit go down? Yes, it can from any measure. You see what I'm saying? You see what people said about Farrakhan and Young Pharaoh and all of that? That street niggas that ain't got nothing to do with the Nation of Islam could catch Young Pharaoh slipping and fuck him up just on the principle for Farrakhan. Because they honor Farrakhan like that. Well, to a degree, it's the same thing. We ain't Farrakhan, but we got people that is honoring what we do and what we fighting for. Hassan allegedly is fighting for pedophilia, against pedophilia and pederasty and shit. Though he's saying, imagine me doing that shit, though he's sitting up watching a nigga molest children and giving us shit about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's supposed to be fighting against, allegedly. He's supposed to be out here trying to take Bambaataa down, allegedly. You'll never hear him talking about that shit. He done got his 6,000 viewers back, and if he don't use that platform for the majority of getting people to recognize Bam is still this and Bam is that, and he trying to make tour dates, and these people trying to get him signed to tours, and this is where he gonna be, this and that, from Big T info that he has and inside scoops and shit that he has, you know what I'm saying? Then that motherfucker ain't trying to take down Bambaataa. That's been the issue already. That as much as he calling other celebrity names and doing this shit and stuff, he should have a whole goddamn channel dedicated to Bambaataa, trying to find victims, change their voice and their image and have them on there telling us what the fuck happened in the Bronx for years. Like the sister, Miss Wheels, that's doing the documentary. You telling me he got people that he know and this and that, and he can't say, well, man, I'm gonna get you on camera, I'm gonna change your voice and your image, but tell people what's been going on in the Bronx for years. But he claimed he got that type of power. That ain't his fucking campaign. He's not trying to do that. He's in love with a pederast. You know how when T-Pain said, I'm in love with a stripper, what the stripper do? She get naked, she bust it open, she drop it on the floor, this and that. Might give you a little head. You might be able to go with it to the champagne room and get you a little bit and stuff. You know what a stripper do. So when you in love with a pederast, what do the pederast do? Grab little boys and sex them up in whatever shape, form, or fashion and shit. So he in love with a pederast. He openly, admittedly say he in love with a pederast. He called it Stockholm Syndrome. And he openly admits that when Bambaataa cried, apologized, that he felt good. It was over with. He accepted his apology. So if you did that shit in 2013, 5 years later, you steady talking shit about this matter? When y'all didn't have to sit down and shit, something ain't right. Somewhere there's a lie. There's bullshit on the table. And all of y'all that will go over there and stand with that man, just like you did on 125th Street, as he said, if you stand next to a motherfucker that'll cover this shit up, You a piece of shit. And if you go over there and stand with that man now that's been covering this shit up, a co-conspirator, and still doing fuckboy shit on the internet, I mean, hey, he said it out his own mouth that if you stand next to a motherfucker like him, what you are. So I ain't calling you shit, whoever you are. That's come out of his mouth. So at the end of the day, I would suggest that you ask what type of climate or atmosphere this nigga is. I mean, he pulling you in and bringing you in when you go over to his show. So for his Doggie Diamond, hey, I'm still cool with the man. I'm going to talk to him, then talk to him, and that's it. If he feeling some kind of way about the show or whatever, that'll be between me and him. I'm not going on anybody else's channel talking about it, and I'm done with it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done with it. I really see no need to revisit this conversation about Hassan putting that man brand name in his title, bringing him around him, and causing for his business and stuff to be hot and putting it in danger. A lot of weak ass channels using his name to get some views and get in the midst of this conversation. I think he's smart enough and, you know, intelligent enough to understand that being in business and being friends with people is two different things. You know what I'm saying? And for people to put your business and your brand in danger is two different things and stuff. So I'm gonna let him handle that up with Hassan and have them deal with that. It's none of my business what he gonna say to him or what he gonna say to him about the shit that he just did by name dropping him and putting the name in the title. As Kev Gill did, he took the name out the title. If he kept the name in the title, maybe it would have got views, and maybe then it would got even more views with this name, with his name being dropped in this, and then contrast and comparison would have happened with the fact that he got his name in the title. But see, this the type of shit that's going on. Doggie keeps saying, why is this shit going on and why y'all doing this? I don't want to have no part of this shit. And Hassan put him right in there, dropped his name in the midst of the shit. So people, you can trust Hassan if you want to, but I'm telling you now, he say he got issues with motherfuckers over the internet and everybody trying to drop his name and titles and be a part of this conversation now. And if you go over there and fuck with him, you likely gonna get attacked by a bunch of goddamn YouTubers that want some views and get their channel hot and popping. So, you know, fuck with Hassan at your own risk. It's the message to all other YouTubers with a big name brand and different stuff. With that said, I'm out. Peace.